What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is the Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 119. Let's go. I'm Avo. Let's get it.
Toast the NBA young boy. He just got free. None of us care really, but
hey man, Doc told me like 2 seconds ago.
We never want to see a man behind bars.
Never.
So, hey, what's good, Brodies and babes? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 107. Bombs away. Bombs over Baghdad. Outcash. Hey, this is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
Dynasty Bro Vic, aka Chief Sosa FF, here with my DJ.
He wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready.
Hey man, I wasn't ready, but I started off saying my name. You feel me?
He already did low key. I don't know who right, who wrong.
We both wrong.
You have to play it back.
So I'm the only right one.
Play it back in Twitch court.
Twitch court. Vic be failing in Twitch court, bro. Look, we the bros, baby. We got a fire episode, man. What was this weekend, Vic? Go ahead and fill the people so I can tell them what we're doing for the concept.
We're coming off National Tight End Day.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. These guys are asked to block.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
asked to run routes like wide receivers, block like linemen. Yeah, I don't know what else to add to that. They basically do it all, man. So
put some respect on their names.
Yeah.
All right, so since we coming off National Tight End Day, we going to go through our top 10 Dynasty tight ends.
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth it. We done did the deed of kicking ass and putting in all these rankings, so I'm excited to see how that go, man. So I want to see your top 10. We haven't discussed this at all, so we're going to get to it. But, before we do that, we got into the What's the Word, the Hood TMZ with Dynasty Bro Vic. We got some Brodies of the week.
Let's go.
We got more of like injuries of guys coming back more than injuries that happened over the weekend. Yeah, so and then we're going to do the flag on the play. So let's get into it. Long as Vic ready.
Short and sweet, bro. So, again, coming off National Tight End Day.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, but this is new, but basically George Kittle and Travis Kelsey put on like a tight end
clinic,
and basically they just invite all the tight ends in the game and they just hang out and learn from each other, which is dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just come from a space where you're competing against these guys and their teams, but for them to take time out and say, hey, us as tight ends, we got a special bond, special brotherhood. Let's come out here, hang out for a weekend, have a good time. Also, let's learn from each other. Let's, hit the practice field, get some work in. So it's dope, man, that they are actually making a thing, making a name for themselves in that sense. And
facts.
It's time to pay the tight ends what they worth, man.
I agree.
I mean, we got tight ends out here that, outpace and outcatch wide receivers. You got some tight ends that outblock linemen. So
they deserve their bread, bro.
Yeah,
they do.
All right, man. Another piece of news. Of course, Tom Brady broke the record, 600 passing TDs, bro.
600 tutties, bro.
He actually went over that.
Yeah. That shit crazy.
Yeah, man. So if you guys didn't see that, he actually broke the record this past weekend, and Mike Evans actually gave the ball away accidentally to a fan who was wearing his jersey. So I ain't mad at Mike because, hey, I see somebody repping the 13. I scored a touchdown. I score touchdowns all the time. Here you go.
Love.
Had to get that ball back. So they ended up getting the ball back from the fan. So basically, Tom Brady and this fan performed a trade. Shout out to Bleacher Report Gridiron. Here's the details of the trade. Basically, he got his football back, and the fan was given a game ball, $1,000 gift card to the team store, a promise of a helmet, couple jerseys, and something nice in return per Brady. And DJ Avo hit me up. He messaged me what that something nice was.
Woo-hoo!
What'd he give him, DJ Avo? What'd he give him?
He slid through with the Bitcoin. He said, I got you. I got you. That man just said, here's 60,000.
Give or take, 58, 62, 64,
right,
one of them.
So I guess I should have sent you the second part of it.
Okay.
You got the second part?
No. What's the second part?
You didn't get everything.
The second part is what they said the ball is actually going to be valued at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got that.
It's like $300K, right?
500.
Yeah, 500K.
500.
So he gave him Bitcoin. That motherfucker going to be worth 500K. And that's 500K right now. Tom Brady he not thirsty for it. So imagine what that shit going to be worth when Tom Brady finally sell it.
I saw something very interesting though.
Okay.
How do you prove that that's the game ball?
Tom Brady guy, he probably got.
Well, no, Tom Brady won't have that issue. But as the fan, how would he prove that ball is the game ball?
There's probably hundreds and hundreds of clips of him getting.
No.
You can get the ball.
He has a game ball. Like, they use so many footballs in a game. Yeah. It could be the damn ball.
That's why I was like, he has a game ball, but how do you know it's the ball? So he might have actually made a decent move outside of selling it within a week. You could go buy another NFL regulation football and say that this was the one in game.
Well, I would have to. People would just have to take that trust, buying it from him, and be like, I bought it from the dude that caught it.
I think he won in this one.
It's the ball that they shanked the extra point on. But hey, shout out to Tom Brady, man. He's not aging. You know, he's getting younger and younger with time. I don't see him slowing down no time soon.
Ever.
So
shit's impressive.
That's all I got, man, for what's the word. Anything else you guys want to add in?
Nah, that was it.
Damn, I feel like I just had something and I just lost it.
Damn. Is it a flag? Is it an injury?
Nah, I think it's just some news. I just completely forgot now that I went and talked about the extra shit. I remember it on the back end. I'll throw it in later.
Got you.
So what you want to get to first, man? You want to do the Brodies? You want to do the flags? You want to do the injuries?
Let's do the flag since the news was light.
All right, let's go ahead, bro.
I don't know if I got a flag.
To be honest, I barely really got a flag. This week happened so quick. Like, I feel like a lot of things went the right way this week.
Cool.
You got a flag?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Actually, I do got a flag.
I want to throw a flag on the college refs for that whack-ass flag that they threw on USC when the man scored that touchdown for over celebration. And all he did was just, blow a kiss to the crowd. So that definitely needs from what talking to Clear B let me know they actually threw the flag before he crossed into the end zone for celebrating. I guess the Deion Sanders hot step, but he did a little bit of that. But yeah, you got to get a flag for that, my guy, because that's just lame. They ruining football to me. Like, you're really ruining football. Like, let the kids, at least let the kids play.
I agree with that. That's cool. Vic, you said you actually stumbled into a flag.
Yeah, my flag is kind of different though. It's really opinion based, but
okay, let's hear it, bro. I like hearing Vic's opinion based things because it can be real funny sometimes. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Man, but then it's like I'm sounding like a hater because
you already started, bro.
Because this is how dude getting paid and getting his monies.
Go ahead, bro.
Logan
you already
Paul,
started.
man, like he got a fight with Mike Tyson. Javonte Davis made a good point. Dudes can't just show up and just play in an NFL game. Can't just show up and play in an NBA game. So why are we letting random people show up in a boxing fight? Grant, I know he trained all this other stuff, but he basically just saying having stuff like this, putting like the WWE spectacle and stuff on the sport of boxing, is taken away from the sport of boxing. So it's taken away from people who actually, really, really have a genuine love for the craft, so to speak.
Well, then why don't somebody that can really, really fight just go fight him and knock him out? I think once he get beat up, all the spectacles will end. So why don't somebody that can actually fight, that got a decent name, that cares about the craft, just go beat him up one time?
So
it'll be over.
Just so we're clear, he locked in this fight already with Mike Tyson.
That's look. Let's confirm that. But I'm hearing it's in February. Mike Tyson and Logan Paul,
because that sounds like it's about to be his last fight because Mike is still Mike.
I don't even.
And
you think Mike gonna knock him out?
Not on purpose. Did you see the way he was hitting Roy Jones? I saw the way he was hitting Roy Jones.
I forgot they fought.
I saw that. So like, bro, Roy Jones is a pro. At least he's an older pro. You still 3-4 years in. Go ahead. This sounds like his last fight.
We'll see.
I don't know. It's just real gimmicky. But it was already like that off top. But it didn't help when you got guys like Nate Robinson trying to step in the ring.
Yeah, my thing is like for the people who that take it serious and understand that he's basically making a spectacle of it. I think somebody should step in, especially somebody with a decent name. Look, it's the same way you get a payday. You're not gonna lose a belt anyway, and if you think he's trash and you can beat him, just go stand your ground. You feel what I'm saying? Stand your ground.
He won't fight them. He's only fighting certain people.
He wrote down a couple names that are actual like boxers, but like he wrote down Javonte Davis, and Javonte was like, "Ain't no way I would get in the ring with you. I don't take you serious."
I don't think that's the reason why he wrote down Javonte Davis. He wrote down Javonte Davis because of his size.
I mean, that's fine.
He's trying to pick fighters he has advantages over.
I mean, he picked 10 guys that probably got the biggest names that are probably like of urban culture. But I'm pretty sure if a boxer that right now got a decent name or even hold a belt, you can build that up, bro. You can build that fight up with somebody who was like, bro, let's just see how good he is.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I'm down to see him get knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay for it, but somebody will.
I got a site right now. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I get your flag on the play. I rock with it. I respect it. That's what's up.
All right. Any injuries?
Yeah, we got a couple guys that are more on the comeback. Like I said, there's not too much guys that actually went out. Trey Lance is probably on the way back from his injury. Nick Chubb practiced this week, so he's on the way back from his injury. Baker looked like he's out for a couple more weeks, but he's on the way back. Jared Jeudy and Michael Thomas, receiving combination, on the way back. Tyrod Taylor on the way back. Zach Wilson hurt himself. I don't know the extent of his PCL.
2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks. So nothing too crazy. Look like Saquon should be on the way back in a couple weeks. So long as everybody is on the way back in a couple weeks, we're not going to be worried about
Dawson Knox too. So
yeah, I think they got a bye this week.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so he'll be all right. Mel Sanders, they said they don't have a timetable, but I don't think it's anything that's going to be out. He's always having those minor little ankle issues. So yeah, nothing crazy, bro.
All right, man. I do got a Brodie of the week.
Hey, a deserving Brodie of the week. A guy we talked about on a 4-minute offense that ended up being a top 5 running back if you picked him up and listened to us.
And I'm bringing it in way more gracefully.
Way more gracefully, because last week was rough.
It was, I was kind of fumbling everywhere, but I do want to shout out. Look, let's go to Cleveland. If you guys saw the Thursday night game, Mr. Ernest Johnson, man. So he's the week 7 Brodie of the week. Look, let's check out some of his big runs. From this past week. He even scored a touchdown. He had a big game. Make a big screen for the guys, man. Check out some of his big runs. So he actually had 22 carries, 146 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Caught 2 passes for 11 yards, man. So here's some of his runs. Going back to the Thursday night game against Denver. And he got a shout out from LeBron James afterwards. So couldn't believe it. But
he looked good, bro.
He do.
He looked good.
Yeah, man. Look how he just squeezes through there, bro.
And Denver's front line ain't no bums either.
Yeah, they usually play the run pretty tight. Showing the catching chops.
I will say this, though. I think Case Keenum arm will keep a defense honest a little more than Baker's will, because Case Keenum ain't no superstar quarterback, but he'll throw the ball. That's one thing I've always known about Case Keenum is he'll fling the ball no matter what.
Yeah.
So I wish – and those weapons was there, but everybody's so banged up, man. You couldn't really see the Case Keenum experiment.
That's
I think
true.
You spoke that shit about a year and a half ago. You was picking them up on the back end because you was like, bro, Baker playing trash. I'm going to rack up some Case Keenum. He might fuck around and take over.
I was on that last year. I think a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago when Baker was looking a little off. Last year, Baker looked decent, but the year before that, my guy was like, hey, I'm going to pick up some Case Keenum, put him on the back end of my bench.
So I was going, nope. Late QB.
I just want to throw this in for Ernest Johnson. Shout out to him, man, again, just because, 3 years ago, he wasn't playing football or nothing. He was working a regular job. So, I respect shit like that. I respect guys on their grind. So he's definitely a B-team player for real.
Brodie, man, way to step in, and he's talented, man. So to step in there and elevate and maintain the Chubb and Hunt caliber type of running. Look good, bro.
I got something funny before we get to the main topic. How y'all feel about guys like that being humble? Like when you finally take off, get your moment, do you gotta remain humble? Can you finally start talking shit to GOATs?
Nope.
And no?
Nope.
Okay, this ain't got nothing to do with football, but Cameron Payne, Lakers and the Suns played last week. Cameron Payne got into it with LeBron, and LeBron was like, bro, you need to humble yourself talking shit to everybody. It was like, you was at home a year and a half ago. Not out the playoff. You was at home with no team. Nobody wanted you, G League or nothing. How y'all feel about that? Like Ernest Johnson just had a week, and he go in the locker room Chubb, you can't talk to me like that. Fuck you. How do you feel about shit like that?
I don't see him doing no shit like that. And I know that's not what you're saying.
I know. I'm saying, how do you – I'm not talking about Ernest. I'm talking about guys at what point do you need to ignore your humbleness and I can start talking shit? You got to be a consistent good player, or you got to be a great.
In my head, when you get to your second contract, if you was just out the league and you just signed a 1-year deal.
But this is second contract technically. Yeah, rookie contract.
If you got some years on your deal, cool. But like I said, if it's just a 1-year, 2-year deal, you are literally a hop in a step from being out the league. I've seen NFL players talk shit like this. I don't remember who they were necessarily. I feel like I remember a cornerback talking shit to a wide receiver, and now I'm like, now that cornerback is just gone. I've heard wide receivers, play great one game, talk that shit. Yeah. So
I'm looking at it differently. Maybe a situation where some guys need that extra chip on their shoulder, which is cockiness, to keep them, maybe it gives them some different type of level of purpose. You know what I mean? So maybe that's his way of staying motivated.
Respect.
But I don't agree with that approach. But if people, talking shit to you, I'm with that. But for you to go out your way to be overly cocky.
Yeah, LeBron was on the bench and Cameron Payne was talking shit to the bench. Like, bro, I can see him talking shit to Kendrick Nunn. They're about at the same level of
or
caliber.
somebody you're guarding.
Yeah.
To the bench.
Yeah.
That bench of all benches with the grace that's on the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a story you could tell your family though.
Respect. Before we get into this main concept one more time, let's do this. I am Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. And the main Instagram handle is the Dynasty Bros FF. Ignore the. I just wanted to let you know the importance of us, Dynasty Bros FF. Vic, where can we follow you at if we needed to, my brother?
Follow me at Chief Sosa FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast where you're listening, Dynasty Bros FF. Check out the Discord, get your free fantasy advice real time. Check out the Patreon, man, Bros FF, man. Get these rankings and bonus content. DJ Avo, where can we follow you at?
Look, if you want to follow me somewhere, I recommend you hop on that Twitch and you follow the Dynasty Bros main page, because I'll be on there live on Tuesdays. I missed this Tuesday. It was a mishap, but I'll be back next Tuesday. But other than that, man, you can catch me on the gram at Avo Love. You can catch me on the Twitter at Dynasty Bro Avo. Also on the Twitch on Dynasty Bro Avo. You can catch me everywhere. So let's go.
All right. So what we got is top 10 tight ends, Dynasty style. You feel me? I'm pulling mine up as we speak. Just to make sure we can get to it easy. But my top 10, his top 10. What we're gonna do is just go 10 and go on down to 10 to 1. So I'm excited to hear you got. I got mine loaded up. And yeah, bro. Let's just go from there. Who you want to start? You want me to start? You want paper?
Let me go, man.
Okay, go
nah,
ahead.
Fuck it. I'm always down for some rock, paper, scissors, man.
All right, just whoever win the first one is what we doing.
Yep.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn.
I beat my nigga.
I came in here ready to talk about 7. He's like, man, let's do 10. Because you're right, bro. Like, usually the top 3, it's just a matter of a shuffle, top 4, whatever. So,
facts.
The 7 through 10, that's where it's really interesting. So, curious to see who you got.
All right, let's get into it. My number 10 is Noah Fant, tight end for the Denver Broncos. Man, I still like the athleticism. I still like the involvement in the offense. I really think they just need to get a quarterback for any kind of consistency with these weapons, man. I love Jerry Jeudy coming back, and I think those 2 outside options make it even better for Fant. So I'm excited to see Jeudy come back. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock is the future. Teddy started off decent the first couple games, fell down. Whenever they get a consistent quarterback, I think they're going to love Noah Fant. And he's been on a healthier side this year, finally. So love Noah Fant, still young. He came in as one of the top tight end options and still love him to this day. Noah Fant, number 10.
All right, man. My number 10 tight end is Dawson Knox, tight end for the Buffalo Bills. Well, of course, he's in his 3rd season. Before he got hurt and broke his hand, he basically had 6 touchdowns and excuse me, I need to do my math, bro. 5 touchdowns in 6 weeks. But basically, you've seen his involvement go up every year. So, of course, first year or two, he's playing like 60, 70% of the snaps. Now he's in the 80, 90% range. He's heavily involved, especially like going down in the red zone. And you would see the occasional big play. So, you got to slide Dawson Knox in the top 10, just give him the quarterback he's tied to. Of course, Josh Allen just got extended. He got Diggs. Of course, Mel Sanders is there temporarily. Cole Beasley's still there. But a lot of young pieces on this offense, going back to the Gabriel Davis. So we're still waiting for a breakout. But Dawson Knox is going to be a part of the offense going forward, man. So
facts.
Just give me him off top, just given how he was being utilized at the start of this season. And I know we still need a bigger sample size, but I'm trusting the quarterback situation.
Gotta throw Dawson Knox in the top 10. And he's my number 9 tight end, bro. Like you said, everything echo tied to Josh Allen. He's a weapon throughout all the weapons they got. He's going to be one of the for sure weapons because you got to worry about all those receiving options. You got the tight end out there that you just come out there and just do it out of nowhere, extending plays to help out Josh Allen. It's just, I don't know, he does it all. Josh Allen likes him. He's young, and tight ends don't usually break out to around their 2nd and 3rd year. That's what the expectancy is. Everybody doesn't come out their rookie year and ball out. Shout out to Dawson Knox. He's my number 9 tight end.
All right, my number 9. Let's go to Dallas, man. So Dalton Schultz, man. This is a guy who stepped in for the injured Blake Drawing last year. Saw 89 targets, 4 touchdowns. Hey, I did not expect him to keep the job coming in, to this season. But once you saw that first game against Tampa Bay, you saw Dalton Schultz getting the start.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Jarwin was on the bench. Hey, going forward, man, it's the Dalton Schultz show. That's a tongue twister there, but
the Dalton Schultz show.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz show. But look, he's heavily involved, man. Look, he's in a high-powered offense, a perfect system, man. You got guys like Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb on the outside. Of course, you got who's the other guy, third wide receiver, Michael Gallup. Yeah, Michael Gallup.
He'll be on the way back.
And then they like to work guys in like Cedric Wilson. So between all that, high-powered offense, they're looking to throw and put points up every week. Look, definitely excited for his future going forward, and I'm expecting him to continue to be involved as well. So this is another situation where I'm trusting the QB situation he's tied to. A lot of weapons around him. That's going to continue to open him up in the middle. So give me the Dalton Schultz, man, at number 9.
Yeah. Yeah. I just figured I'd fill a little airspace real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Insert your ad here.
Yeah. All right. It's crazy. I hate that you took the two guys in front of me, so now I can just echo because my number 8 tight end is Dalton Schultz.
We're on number 9. Who's your number 9?
My number 9 was Dawson
Oh,
Knox.
I'm tripping. I'll do this every time we do the bounce back.
Yeah, I started,
I jump
but
in.
you just already talked my two guys in front of me.
Okay.
So my number 8 was Dalton Schultz. Like you said, with the Dawson Knox, man, you got to squeeze him into the quarterback he tied to, the involvement in the offense. Dak is just finding them at all different times. And I love Dalton Schultz, man. He's young. He looks good. He looks acclimated into that offense. So Dalton Schultz is my number 8 tight end.
All right, man. My number 8, man, Mr. Mike Goseki. So he's in his 4th year with the Miami Dolphins. Again, big play wide receiver or tight end. He plays like a wide receiver, but he's super athletic, 6'6", 247. You guys see the report he has with the second-year QB, Tua.
Yeah.
It's Tua's favorite target, man. Like whenever they need a big play, even in the red zone, he's always looking for Big Mike up the seams, and he's getting like 8 or 9 targets a game. So, again, I just like that there. So, yeah, Mike Goseki's my number 8, bro.
Love him, man. And he actually right outside my top 10. He's my number 11. Just because this is the last year of his contract, they got like weapons that they brought in on the offensive side. They went and brought in Adam Shaheen during the offseason. I love Goseki because he's an athletic freak, and Shaheen was too when he was drafted. And I just don't know what's going to happen. They're going to re-sign him and actually pay a tight end. So he's number 11 for me. Love him. My number 7 is another guy that was super athletic when he got drafted, and he's tall. He's a good receiving tight end. Philadelphia's tight end, Dallas Goddard. He's young, and a couple years ago we're all over, but we still had to get through the final years of the Zach Ertz experiment. They finally traded him to Arizona, and now it's just the Dallas Goddard show. I love him. Think he's going to be involved. Philadelphia always used their tight ends as a security blanket. I know they got Smitty now, and he can do that because the style of receiver he is. But I think the tight end in the Philadelphia offense is always going to be involved, especially a very talented one. I love his talent. I love him going forward. Dallas Goddard, my number 7 tight end going forward.
My number 7 tight end in Dynasty, Noah Fant, man, super athletic, come from tight end U out of Iowa. Look, we saw him step in, be tight end 17, but basically as a rookie, you're not really expecting too much. Got to be patient with the role. But last year, bro, sophomore year, finishes the tight end 8, and then right now he's currently the tight end 6. Granted, I know there's some injuries with Jerry Jeudy, and even last year there's no Sutton. But at the end of the day, when all these pieces come back, Sutton on the outside, Jeudy on the outside, going to continue to open up Fant over the middle. Look, we already know Denver's always trying to play catch up, man, and they got an athletic pass catcher, Noah Fant. So I definitely like his game, man, and he's continued to take a leap every year.
All right, that's what's up. I love me some Fant, man. It's once they get that quarterback, he's going to be rolling. All right, my number 6 tight end is Mr. I Stay Banged Up, George Kittle. Can't leave him alone. He's still young. We've seen what he's doing at full health in the past years. He's just awesome, man. And, it's just one of those things where I'm used to him being in battle with Kelsey for top 1 and 2. But those injuries are starting to scare me. Debo's finally healthy. He looks like he can be a solid receiving option. And the run game is so fluent. It's just like, do we even need multiple receiving options at this point? And if Debo's going to stay healthy and take targets away from Kittle, it might not always be the Kittle show. And that's what we respected and loved about the upside about him. So Kittle done move down. I know having him outside the top 5 might sound crazy, but tight ends have flourished this year, man. I think the younger guys that, shown improved last year are taking an even bigger step up. So I like the guys I have in my top 5, even without a George Kittle in there.
I ain't gonna lie, George Kittle almost didn't make my top 7. but I had to, put my own biases aside. And again, a lot of it was due to the injury concerns, like you said. If you're not out there on the field,
facts, bro. I get it.
What's the point of taking you in the first or second round? Like, I think them days are over. I'm actually staying away from the Kittle situation in startups. It's just not worth it. Like, you're basically throwing the pick away, in my opinion, at this point, if he continues to stay banged up. So he's also my number 6, bro. So echo everything you said, man. So since we get to the top 5, how about we play a little Uno and hit the reverse?
All right, I'm with it, bro.
I'm gonna count it down, man.
How many of these top 5 you think we're gonna have alike?
Probably, I'm gonna give us 2. 2 out of the 5. Let's see where we at. How many you got?
I give us 2, and I'm guessing
2 and a possible.
I'm guessing it's gonna be 5 and 4. I think our top 3 are gonna be different.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
My number 5 is Cj Hopkinson, man. So tight end for the Detroit Lions. He's in his 3rd year. Hey, he's just continued to take a leap as well. So him and Noah Fant play together. I know Hockenson had a lot of hype coming out, but we didn't like the landing spot, to be honest.
I know we didn't.
But hey, he stepped up even in going to that Detroit Lions situation. But finished as a tight end 5 last year, tight end 4 this year. Focal point of the passing game.
Facts.
The passing game basically runs through him
and Swift
outside of the backfield. But in terms of like wide receivers, tight ends,
it's only him.
He's the top option in the passing game. And then, of course, they dumped it off to Swift.
Yeah.
But I like Hockenson, man, and he continues to elevate his game as well every year. So he's my number 5.
He's my number 5. Detroit usually does utilize the tight end well. He came out super talented. We all loved him and Fant. And I think they were okay getting rid of all of those pass catching options and just knew that he was going to be their most talented guy going forward, at least right now. So I love some Cj Hopkinson. He's young, and I think growing that hair out gave him a little bit of edge. So I think he needed that.
All right, bro.
That's one we had to like.
Bet. Let's dap it up, bro. All right, number 4, man, Mr. Mark Andrews, man.
This is probably our last dap.
This is my guy, Mark Andrews, bro. So he's currently a tight end too. He's balling out, man. I mean, we talked about it. He's getting yards in big chunks. He's a top option in the red zone. He's just getting it done, man. 516 yards, at least at this point in the season. Only 3 touchdowns. So I'm expecting him to continue to see more touchdowns come up, at least for this season. But last year finished as a tight end 6. The year before that, tight end 5. So you can almost bank on him having a top 5 finish every year, man. And hey, Lamar stepped his game up, bro, in the passing game. So I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Facts. So undap it up. Mark Andrews, my number 4, was almost my number 3 because I feel like the top 3 guys can be the focal points of their offenses. And I'm not sure if Andrews is that, because Hollywood's finally taking a step up. And you've seen Bateman the past couple of weeks since he came in. I think those are 2 talented receiving options. Andrews is going to get involved. He's always going to get those touchdowns, but still give me the guys that can be like the number 1 options. We can scheme a whole offense around them. And you're not going to scheme an offense around Mark Andrews, one, because they're a run-heavy team no matter what. So I still love him, though. Lamar and him have a great rapport, and he's dominant. You could damn near bank on, like I said, it's a 50-50 on if he's going to get a touchdown catch every week. He's that type of talent. Mark Andrews is my number 4 tight end.
I almost want to call an audible here, but I'm not, because I thought it through on the fly. So I'm gonna stick to my 1, 2, and 3. But my number 3 is Kyle Pitts. So tight end for the Atlanta Falcons. He's a rookie. High expectations coming in out of Florida. Dominated in the SEC. Dominated the college game. He's been having some big games these past week. If you look back, of course, they just played the Miami Dolphins. A big catch against Xavier Howard. That's no slouch. You know what I mean? He's one of the top corners in the league. So for him to go up and make a one-handed catch on Xavier, that lets you know what kind of player Kyle Pitts is, man. So 6'6", 246, basically a big-ass wide receiver, focal point of the passing game. Of course, the Falcons just let go of Julio. So, of course, he's stepping in to take on that Julio-type role in terms of just being that big pass catcher for them in the offense. So, future's bright, man. And he's only 21 years old. So,
6'6", 250.
Not surprised if we're talking about him as a consensus being dynasty tight end 1.
I ain't throwing no pivot. I done moved this into our rankings already. So this is how my shit look. Mr. Darren Waller is my number 3 tight end, man. Still a guy that, he's the number 1 option no matter what. They like to run the ball, but they got a banged up running back that's their starter. So, I think no matter what, Darren Waller's always going to be the play, and they love going to the tight end. You seen Foster Moreau this week. They're just going to scheme up the tight end, and they have a super talented guy. I love him. 6'6", 250, 29 years old. He's going to be a stud no matter what. This is like the first time we ever seen him banged up, too. So he's one of those guys that's usually stay healthy, so I'm not worried about that. Love me some Darren Waller, and he's at that age where he can still probably do this for another 4 or 5 years and just ball out, bro.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate how he went down, got tripped up in practice by his own teammates. So him being injured is not usually something we see, but he is off to a slow start even before that. I know last year, tight end 2, and the year before that, tight end 3. So I'm riding out with my guy right now. Again, he's the focal point of the passing game. But I will say this, it's cool, because when you're moments like this, you kind of got to take your biases, check your biases at the door. And that's why I was like, man, I might need to consider pivoting to pitch, but I don't want to ride with the recency bias either. So I'm trying to, keep everything level-headed. So right now I'm still going to rock out with Darren Waller at the 2 spot. So
the only reason why I pivoted is because, well, it doesn't matter. When I say my number 2 guy, you'll know who my number 1 guy is. I took the pivot because I just knew at some point when it finally clicked, he's going to be everybody's number 1 anyway. Just waiting for it to click.
It's a matter of when.
Yeah, it's not no going back. And we seen that I thought it was going to take more time because you're waiting for them to realize what he can do for the offense. But I think once Calvin really went down, it's like they had to use him. And I think from here on out, you can finally see what he can do. So I'll talk about that in a second again. But number 2, Travis Kelsey, the guy that's been the number 1 tight end for about the past 5 or 6 years straight. And that's fine. He's still worthy of being the number 1 guy. I'm not going to lie. It's like he can. If you tell me Kelsey's going to be the number 1 tight end for 3 more years straight, I wouldn't even argue with you. Pat Mahomes, Tyreek across from him, and scary Andy Reid. I'm not arguing anything, but he's on the older side now.
29, I think, right?
Yeah. I think he done hit the 30 mark.
Oh, you're right. I think he's like 31.
Yeah, he's a couple years older than Waller.
Yeah.
So still love who he tied to. And he's in a situation where he finally got a ring too. So he don't need to keep himself banged up or play past what he needs to. When he finally says time, he seems like one of those guys that'll walk away and I have to try to push it till he hurt. He just seems pretty reasonable, especially with everything he wants to do as a tight end. I think football's bigger. He's bigger than football with everything he's doing, especially with trying to help out the tight end. So I love Travis Kelsey. He's my number 2 now, and I'm not going to sit here and argue if he's your number 1. That's fine. Love Travis Kelsey, though.
Yeah, my number 2 is Darren Waller. So my number 1 is Travis Kelsey, man. Echo. He's been a tight end 1 since 2016. So I'm expecting him to repeat for the next 3 seasons, like you said, man. And it's tied to Pat. That passing game runs through Kelsey. Believe it or not, I know it looks like it runs through Tyreek. It actually runs through Kelsey.
It does.
So
it does.
Just give me the guy who, your offense passing game is featured through him. Similar, going back to Waller. That's why I like him at the number 2 spot. But Kyle Pitts, man, he's on his way.
6'6", 250, run a 4.4.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley's not the most healthy guy out there. So whenever you had those banged up Calvin Ridley games, it's the Kyle Pitts show. Ridley's always going to get the number 1 coverage. So I just love Kyle Pitts, man. Like I said, once I seen it click, I knew I was just going to make the move. And I'm not here to say that he deserves to be 1, 2, or 3. Just my opinion. 11 years younger than one guy, 8 years younger than the other guy, and click. So that's what it is, man. Kyle Pitts looks amazing, bro, over the past couple and he always look good. You just find ways to give him the ball. He deserves to be schemed around the same way they do Waller or Kelsey. He's that type of talent. So Kyle Pitts, my number 1 guy in Dynasty, not going back on it. That's I finally made the move.
Kelsey's my number 1 until you dethrone the guy. So, and I'm going to try to stay in front of that curve when it's time to dethrone him, but he's not showing no signs of regression. So I'm just rocking it out. All right, let's repeat our top 10 again. If you mind walking it down again, 10 through 1.
10, Noah Fant. 9, Dawson Knox. 8, Dalton Schultz. 7, Dallas Goddard. 6, George Kittle. 5, Cj Hopkinson. 4, Mark Andrews. 3, Darren Waller. 2, Travis Kelsey. Number 1, rookie from Atlanta, Kyle Pitts.
I should have rolled my rankings out like that. All right, my number 10, Dawson Knox. I just like the situation with Buffalo and Josh Allen. Number 9, Dalton Schultz, again tied to Dak, another one of my top QBs in Dynasty. Number 8, Mike Goseki, so tight end for the Dolphins. Tua loves the big target there. Number 7, Noah Fant, man. So that's your guy. You made him my guy, and I just like everything I've seen. And he's athletic, man. He's basically he's a hybrid, bro. He can run, catch, and block.
Do it all.
It all, bro. My number 6, George Kittle. Again, it felt weird sliding him down, but it is what it is. Like
it did. I was trying to decide how far I wanted to slide him, and honestly, bro, the only reason I have Goddard, Schultz, and Knox behind him it's because he still has the way to be the number one guy on his offense. I don't think Knox, Schultz, or Goddard are ever going to be the number one. Their receiver option is better to me. Debo can still be up and down to me. So it's like Kittle can come back and be the number one option. That's why I placed him right. That was the marker for me.
Yeah,
but I love the guys behind him. Yeah.
Hawkinson's my number 5. Cj Hopkinson for the Detroit Lions. Mark Andrews, number 4. Kyle Pitts, my number 3. Darren Waller's number 2. Travis Kelsey, number 1. And if you heard my list, no Dallas Goddard for me, but he's number 11. And again, he can be inconsistent. So I haven't seen him really establish himself as that number 1.
Facts.
I know they got rid of Zach Ertz. So that's why I'm kind of like just being patient. He can be, up and down.
Yeah, and Goseki's my number 11.
Okay. And then, of course, some people might, want to look at Zach Ertz, but I don't want to just go off 1 week in the Kyler system, man. You just got to see how that continue to plays out. But he's a nice piece, man, in that Arizona offense. And I almost added Gronk in too, man. But I don't know if he's going to flirt with retirement. Like, I don't know
that's the only reason why I kept him where I had him.
Yeah.
Like, I love him in redraft. I have him way higher in redraft, but he's one of those guys, especially if they win, he might just walk away.
Yeah. Nothing else to prove.
Yeah, my number 12 guy is actually Hunter Henry. I think he's looking good. Mac Jones finally, he's starting to be the touchdown guy. I think he had a touchdown 4 weeks in a row now. So he's always been talented. He's just one of those guys always banged up too, man. But he's looking like the healthy guy now and found a role on offense that doesn't have a gang of stud receivers around him or nothing. So Hunter Henry looks good, bro.
One guy I do want to talk about, I hope they continue to make this guy a focal piece of the offense since they don't really have any, they're not deep at pass catchers.
Wait, let me guess.
You already know what time it is, man.
Wait, hold on. I don't know what time it is.
There's a guy who I want to be a thing. He flashes every other week almost.
Is it Cole Kmet?
Nah, but I do like Cole Kmet. Mo Alley Cox, man.
Oh my God.
Think about it, bro. Like, you got Michael Pittman.
That wasn't even my next guess. My next guess was Pat Freiermuth.
I like Pat too. But, bro, I would like to see, why not leverage Mo Alley Cox, man? He could just be out there just dominating. I know we need him in the run blocking game, but
he's just big, man. He doesn't look good running routes or nothing. He's just big. The problem is you actually have a guy that's 6'4", 215 that can actually run routes and look smooth. They don't even utilize him right.
Yeah, that's true.
So just because Mo Alley 6'7",
a bigger version.
Yeah, but without the smooth routes and shit, he's just big. So I don't know. It's weird. And what's crazy is Carson Wentz utilizes his tight end well.
He do.
So you think that would be something they would get acclimated, but I don't know.
Especially since,
maybe they're still figuring it all out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But those are the top 10 tight ends. So coming off, National Tight End Day for NFL. We don't want to forget about these guys. And also, I feel like it's important to talk about what does the tight end landscape look like right now. Because last year, this time, we was talking about Robert Tonyan.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
He's like my number 14, I think.
And that's why I put Schultz and Knox at 9 and 10. I mean, you just never know.
Never know. This could be the Pat Freiermuth Cole Kmet show next year.
Yeah. So you gotta be patient too.
All right, that's what's up. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the say something good to the people. That's the closing. I really didn't have no good one yet. So hopefully somebody Avo grabbed the mic. So I hope that means he's about to go ahead and go first. Okay, he's not ready. Hopefully somebody else is ready.
I can always go first.
All right, my guy, go first. I appreciate it. He's changing the music up to get the move right.
Gotta let the records play a little bit, you know what I mean? Shout out to the homie Jizzle.
Okay, let's go.
I want to just tell the people, whatever you want to do, whatever you believe in yourself, you can do it. I really do believe that. I've been having a lot of conversations with different people about just, the next advancement in my life and in others' lives. And I just want to let you know that at least for us, the future is looking bright. And I believe that for you and anybody watching us, your future is looking bright too. Because, you tuning in to us. So you got to be doing something right with your life. That's just how I feel. We're giving you this good energy. You give us that good energy. And, we keep putting it out to the world and good things just seem to keep coming. So I just want to encourage everybody to, keep moving forward. Whatever you want to try to do and achieve in life, I really do believe you can do that.
All right. I got one, Vic. Here we go.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey. Self, health, physical, mental, all of that, emotional, is important. Make sure you stay ahead of it, stay in tune with it. I actually am healed up and I actually go back to work this coming Monday. It's been a long journey since June when I got into the accident. Like I said, thank you for everybody that's been in tune with me, rocking with me, sending me prayers and just uplifting me. And I will say this, y'all should do the same. My Saturday, I got a beard treatment, facial, get my shit lined up, got a massage on deck. I don't plan on picking up my phone unless my son calls. Like something important, like it has to be an important call. Like I plan on locking in and taking care of myself this weekend. Like, and everybody should do that, man. It's cool to have a self-care day, especially men. Women do it. Women are in tune with themselves and know when they need to have their breaks. We got to make sure we do that as men. We always try to make sure we're ahead of everything, whether we take care of family, we got to take care of the bread, take care of house and home. Make sure we take care of ourselves too. That should honestly be number one. You got to take care of yourself in order to be able to hold all the other shit down. So I know we'll be going through it. I'll be calling Vic, be venting. I call Avo, be venting, and vice versa. But just make sure that through all the shit that's going on in your life, all the shit that's going on in your life, and all the shit that's going on in my life, y'all have a self-health care day for yourself coming up sometime soon. Really do it before the year end, man, because holidays are coming up. We get lost in that. So I'm a pride both of y'all to do that shit. I'm announcing mine is coming up. I don't know what that means for you, but make sure both of y'all do it before the year's up, please.
Fire, man. Mine is along that same vein. The best love is self-love. So make sure, you take care of yourself, set boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, again, just take care of yourself, man, in terms of making sure you love yourself. And from there, if you're looking for relationships, friendships, all that, I mean, at the end of the day, it starts with you. So you can't expect to basically flourish in a relationship if you don't love yourself. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure everybody practicing self-love, self-care. Basically going back to what you hit on, man. It's very important.
Facts. All right. That's good. I like hearing that shit, man. Hey, Ava. Vic did this last time.
Yeah.
Give me a couple more minutes.
What's up?
You good mentally, bro?
Oh,
locked in a minute.
I'm as good as I can be. I'm trying to figure out this new life thing. 2 kids is new. I was trying to tell some other guys about that. It's like, nigga, I got 6 kids. Like, I got you, but I'm just now on number 2. So, I'm trying to figure out, learn how to maneuver.
I think after 3, nigga, you should have had a hold of how this shit go. Yeah, when you got to 3, then you went to 4, you went to, yeah. But
so, other than that, man, I'm just trying to learn this new process, and that's it. Just figuring it out. We're getting a little more sleep though, so
Okay, that's important. That's important. Vic, mentally,
right on.
You good?
Man, family been weighing me down lately, man. So all I can do is pray for everybody, make sure they doing well, and hopefully they find their way, man. So that's that, man. But appreciate you checking in.
No doubt, we'll lock in. We definitely gonna lock in.
Like you know how it go.
You straight?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Working through,
so?
Injury healing,
yeah,
all of that. So making sure everything's straight, holding it down.
I had paused that, bro, so it didn't do that, and it did it.
And it did in the worst part of the episode. We trying to lock in, but nah, man. Hopefully all y'all good mentally, physically. Sure. If not, the DMs be open. You can holler at me. I'm an open book. The Discord be open. The Notion is updated. All of that, man. Just lock in with us. We lock in with you. We love y'all. We the bros, Dynasty Bros FF to be exact. Showing you how to dominate your league, Dynasty Bro style. Episode 108 next week. Make sure you tune into the Dynasty episode. Make sure you tune in 30 minutes earlier, 7 o'clock. We do the redraft episode. Oh my gosh, Avo playing that old AP. Avo, walk us the fuck up out here, bro.
Hey man, y'all stay safe. Catch us here next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that. And like I always tell y'all, my brother died. I rap y'all niggas.
And me too, bro.
Vic got the hardest verse.